Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about debugging in Power Automate Desktop. So please watch this video till the end so that you can understand it completely. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it. So let's get started. In Power Automate Desktop, now we have two additional options while debugging your Power Automate Desktop flow. One is that run next action without entering subflows, and then we have finish current subflow and return, right? So let's see this in action. So what I will do here is I will first drag the set variable and set a value, let's say test, and then what I will do is I will create one subflow. I'll name it as child subflow, keep it as save, then I will return to the main, and from here I will use run subflow. I will choose the subflow name, which is child subflow, and then click on save. Now in this subflow, you can see that we have a warning. Let's see what is the warning. Now here you see that it is saying this rule checks for subflow that are either empty or overly minimal, typically containing fewer than 5 actions, right? So this warning is that either the subflow is empty or it does not have at least 5 actions, right? So what I will do is I will create another variable. I will give the value as test2, test3, 4, 5, and the last one is going to be test. Now you see the moment this action is placed in the subflow, that warning is gone, right? Now I will go to the main, and here what I will do is I will put a breakpoint, and then I will right click on it and then click run from here. Now here you can see that we have run next action, then step over, and then step out, right? So if I click on run next action, you will see that it will enter in the subflow, and as many times you will click on this button, the execution will move, right? And now you see the execution has completed. Now let's do one thing, add one more set variable and set the value as test7, and then let's just click on run. Now hover over step over. So it says that run one next action. I will just press it to see that the flow execution entered in the subflow and it is stopped right after that, right? So now here what I can do is I can either click on run, so it will start executing rest of the actions which are present in the main, or since this is the last action in the main function, I can just click on run next action and the execution will be completed, right? So whenever you will click on run next action without entering subflow, it will just enter the subflow and execute all the actions and come out and stop it, right? And from there you can either click on run or run next action. Now let's see this finish current subflow and return. Click run from here, I will click on step out, and you see it executed everything which was there inside the subflow. And when it came out of the subflow, it executed rest of the actions as well, right? So these two options were not present earlier. Now Microsoft has introduced these two options, which will make the debugging easier in Power Automate Desktop. Earlier in the run delay, the default value was 100 milliseconds. Now the Microsoft has made it 50 milliseconds, and you can go ahead and make it even slower, let's say 10 seconds or 20 seconds, or let's say 1 milliseconds, right? In this case, what will happen? The execution of your actions in the debugging mode will be slower. So this is all about debugging in Power Automate Desktop. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any question, please post it in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.